The season may be starting in a couple of weeks, but we got some LCS action coming this week. Let's talk about it on the first ever episode of the LCS Report. That is right, everyone. Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of the LCS Report. I'm Robert Haynes, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about all things LCS 3 times a week. That's right. This is going to be a show that comes out every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, bringing you different news, bets, and, well, just everything else that you can think of about the LCS. They're going to be 10-minute episodes, so they're quick, a little bit more digestible than some of the longer form content that we have done in the past. And I'm really excited to show you guys a little bit more breadth than what I do normally on Talking TSM, as I talk a little bit more about different stuff going on in the LCS. You will see that this is a much different setup as well. Below me is going to be the standings at all times, okay? So each week, whoever is ranking wherever, standings are going to be right there. Then you'll also see I got a ticker tape below that has all of our LCS games for the week. So right now I've got everything set up for week 1, and I couldn't be more excited to be, again, talking about the LCS. So I really hope that you guys will enjoy the show. If you do, please let me know in the comments section below. Give us a little bit of that subscribe action. And with that, we're going to step into the first technical week of the LCS, and it's the 2023 season kickoff, where essentially every region, 9, but it's pretty much all the major regions, are going to be playing games against each other, essentially. And what this means is that, well, we're going to have a representative from each team playing each other. And I actually recorded an episode before this going over teams that I would have picked. And unfortunately, the news came out after that. So guess what? This is episode 1 instead of that one. That'll be, I guess, the lost episode. If you guys ever want to see it, maybe I'll pull it out in a blooper reel or something at some point. But I am excited to be talking about this one because basically what it is it's going to be a best of 3 starting at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern, so a couple hours after this video comes out, and it's gonna show off some new players, some older players who are returning, and it's also going to allow us to essentially test out a new best of 3 style, which would be no champion bans, but every champion that you play you can't use in subsequent games, so it bans them instead of just for a game through the whole series. So it could really shake up the way that things are done. I think they are using this as a way to test, and I'm excited to see kind of how people react to it, how much it really changes what a series would look like. There are games going on even right now as I'm recording this, I believe in the LCK, where they're using a similar method from what it sounded like in the article, but it took the LCS a long time, but they did finally announce the players that were going to be on each team. We're going to go through those, and I'm going to quickly give you guys a prediction of what I think is going to end up happening. So the first team is Boomers. It's the Boomers versus the Zoomers, as you may have seen in the thumbnail to this video. And the Boomers team consists of Solo from TSM, Contracts from CLG, Jensen from Dignitas, Array from Golden Guardians, and Core JJ from Team Liquid. Now, originally, it was supposed to be Stixxay that was going to be playing for Golden Guardians, but unfortunately, he is feeling under the weather, so the Academy Golden Guardians player, Array, will be stepping in to play with the team, and I am pretty happy because I actually predicted a lot of these guys in my original video. Again, I have video evidence, so you might be saying, Rob, you're full of crap. There's no way that you would actually have predicted this, and you have no way to show us. But I do. If you ever really, again, if you guys want the evidence, I can show it to you. But regardless, this team is, I think, very interesting. I think Boomers fits pretty well with it, if I'm being honest with you guys. I believe everybody except for contracts and obviously Array is like above 27-ish. I know Core JJ's close to 30, Solo's close to 30, Jensen's I think 27 or 28. Contracts might be over 25. I'd have to look again, but it is really funny that they went boomers and zoomers. And let's quickly now go through the zoomers team. You got Revenge from Immortals, Spica from FlyQuest, Jojo Pune from Evil Geniuses, Berserker representing Cloud9, and Busio representing 100 Thieves. Now, this team only has one true rookie on it, which is Busio, coming over from 100 Thieves. The other one that I think could have probably been on this team would have been Tenacity in the top lane, but he's also from 100 Thieves, so I guess they decided, to go with Revenge instead of Fleshy, essentially, is the way it looks. So this team is a very interesting team to me. I will be releasing my top lane power rankings here relatively soon. You'll see how I feel about Revenge. He is, I think, 23 or 24. He's the oldest player. I'm about 99% sure on this team. Actually, I'm 100% sure on this team because Spica is the second oldest, and he's only 21. So Revenge is the oldest player on this team. But what I find to be most interesting about this team is I think 4 of the 5 best teams in the LCS, FlyQuest, Evil Geniuses, Cloud9, and 100 Thieves, all have players on this team. What is that saying, my friends? What is that saying? Okay, I was going to give you guys a second to figure it out. What it's saying to me is that the people who are investing in younger talent are the ones with the better teams right now, generally speaking. So, I don't know. I mean, you take a look yourself, right? I mean, we're not expecting much from TSM. CLG is a great story that they're all staying together, but they're all mostly older players. Dignitas is a amalgamation of kind of random players, to be honest with you. Golden Guardians is very similar. And Team Liquid's the one that actually did bring up 2 younger players in Harry and Yon. A little disappointed we don't get to see one of them, but that's okay. That's okay. Core JJ kind of, it felt like, had to be in this, which is, again, why he was my representative. One of the people I picked, I think, in both versions of the teams that I was looking at. But regardless, I think you guys probably get where I am leaning towards. I think this Zoomers team is going to absolutely wipe the floor with them. I think the only way they don't is if they kind of screw around because they are younger and may not take it as seriously. I can totally see Spica, Jojo, and Berserker just messing around and having a good time. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see Spica pull out Kane in this game. I think it would be very, very funny. You know, Revenge could pull out Aurelia, Jojo pulls out whatever the hell he's feeling. Berserker brings out like the Heimerdinger 80 carry, or Busio does it. It's support. Like there's a lot of fun and different options, especially with this elimination draft type format where, again, we're not going to see those champions again. So it is funny. It's interesting. I would have preferred the lock-in. I think the lock-in is a much better way to have people get to know new players and give teams a little bit of a chance to see how their team may perform on stage. I think the problem with the lock-in was that it was too long. It would take, the LCS would be behind everybody else basically for the start of their season because of it. I do hope they bring it back next year. I think there's a good chance that they might. I think this is potentially the beginning of some sort of preseason type stuff that the LCS and everybody else in the world is going to be doing. But I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments section below. But do remember, this is the first of 3 videos coming out this week. So, make sure to... Again, subscribe so that you guys are getting the notifications and seeing it on your front page for all the different episodes of this. And let me know what you want to discuss, what you guys want to know more about. I'm pretty excited for this. So, yeah, I appreciate you joining me on this journey. And, I'll catch you guys on the next one.